This is one of my favorite recipes of all time. I love using cauliflower rice because it is such a great weight loss food and it is so hearty and satisfying and so chock full of nutrition. So this is the cauliflower rice chickpea curry from the Houseman solution. You know I cook without oil, and so here's how to saute without oil. The trick is to make sure the pan is hot before you add the onions. I love the pre-diced onions. You don't have to chop them. It's really easy in a pinch. Do you hear how it's sizzling? No oil necessary. Once it's sizzling a little bit, you could add some water or vegetable broth, just a little bit. You want to protect them from burning, and just don't leave the stove. That's the most important point. Once the onions are translucent, you're going to add some garlic. So I like to use a minced garlic, or you could use fresh garlic minced. You just want to heat it up for less than a minute. You don't want it to burn. Next up, you're going to add the curry powder, and I put some cayenne powder in. You could do it at the end too, but I like to get them really into the aromatics all together. Stir to combine. See how pretty? Now we're going to add the cauliflower rice and 2 cans of tomatoes. I use no salt added fire roasted dice. This Muir Glen brand is so awesome. No salt. It saves so much sodium in the end and you won't even notice the difference. A can of chickpeas. I like the no salt added, organic if you can, BPA free for sure. Stir to combine. Okay, we're going to cover and simmer for 3 to 4 minutes. Now we're going to add the kale, lots of it, more cruciferous. Imagine cruciferous on top of cruciferous on top of cruciferous. Healthy. So you want to really get that in there so it wilts. And then you're going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice. I love having this on my, always in my kitchen because then I don't have to always worry about having and storing fresh lemons. And then 1 tablespoon of, I use coconut aminos. You could use soy sauce. You could use gluten-free tamari. It's basically the only source of sodium in this whole thing because I use the salt-free tomatoes. So you may need a little bit more or a little bit less. Use your preferred. Adjust according to your preferences. Okay, we're going to cook it for 3 more minutes. And last but not least, a cup of fresh cilantro. This is optional, but recommended. I know a lot of people out there with that gene don't like cilantro, so you could use something like maybe basil or parsley or no fresh herbs. That's okay too. And you just really want to wilt it a little bit. Looks just like the picture, doesn't it? Healthy meal in just a few minutes. Try it. Let me know what you think.